It was a rainy Tuesday when Jack stood at the crossroads of his life. In his early 30s, working a dead-end job, drowning in debt, and with only a few $100s in his bank account, Jack knew he had hit rock bottom. Bills were piling up, and he could feel the weight of failure press down on him every day. Yet, despite all the gloom, something in Jack stirred. Maybe it was the realization that he had nothing left to lose, or perhaps it was the thought of being stuck in this life forever that ignited a new determination in him. He looked at himself in the mirror that night and made a bold declaration. In 90 days, everything changes. For Jack, it wasn't just a vague idea of getting rich. He broke down his 90-day plan into manageable chunks. The first 30 days would be focused on learning, the next 30 days on taking action, and the final 30 days on scaling and multiplying his efforts. He didn't just want to make money. He wanted to learn how to create a system that would sustain wealth long after the 90 days were over. It's not about the cash, he told himself. It's about building something that lasts. Jack spent the first 2 weeks devouring every book and podcast he could find on personal finance and wealth creation. He learned about the importance of multiple income streams, how compound interest works, and the value of having an entrepreneurial mindset. He also studied the habits of successful people, waking up early, maintaining a healthy routine, and keeping a positive mental attitude. By day 15, Jack had created a personal budget that allowed him to save a small portion of his income. He began cutting unnecessary expenses, dining out, impulse buys, and even a subscription or two he barely used. He found it hard at first, but each day the sacrifices made him feel more in control. It was the start of something real. By day 30, Jack had taken his first big step. He started a simple e-commerce business selling fitness equipment online, leveraging his knowledge from research into trending niches. It wasn't easy. The first week saw no sales, and Jack was frustrated. But he remembered the lessons from the stories he had studied. Success didn't come overnight, and failure was just part of the journey. Soon, with some smart marketing strategies, Jack's business began to gain traction. He made his first few sales by day 40. Each sale, no matter how small, was a win. Jack reinvested every dollar he earned back into his business, determined to scale it up. Success is about momentum, he reminded himself. Every small win leads to a bigger one. Around day 50, Jack hit his first major roadblock. The shipping costs for his products skyrocketed due to a global supply chain issue, cutting into his already slim profit margins. To make things worse, his old car finally gave out, and the repairs would cost almost as much as buying a new one. The weight of his financial burdens came crashing down. Jack was tempted to throw in the towel, but instead of quitting, Jack doubled down. He negotiated with his suppliers, sought out cheaper alternatives, and even started a small side gig driving for a ride-sharing service to cover the car repairs. These weren't glamorous solutions, but Jack knew that persistence was the difference between those who succeed and those who give up too soon. This is just a test, he told himself, and I'm not going to fail. By day 70, everything changed. Jack's e-commerce business experienced a massive surge in orders, thanks to a viral social media post featuring his product. In a single day, he made more sales than he had in the previous month combined. He was no longer just getting by, he was thriving. His business had scaled to a point where it could operate without him managing every detail. For the first time, Jack could see the possibility of real financial freedom. He started to think beyond just making ends meet. Now it was about growing his wealth sustainably. Jack began exploring investment opportunities, putting his profits into stocks and even real estate crowdfunding projects. His confidence grew with each passing day. By day 85, Jack had crossed a threshold he never thought possible. He was debt-free, with a growing business and multiple streams of income. But the most significant change wasn't in his bank account. It was in his mindset. He realized that wealth wasn't just about money. It was about control over your time, your choices, and your life. He felt a sense of pride in how far he'd come, not just in dollars, but in personal growth. On day 90, Jack took a moment to reflect. He wasn't just richer. He was wiser. He had learned the value of perseverance, discipline, and continuous learning. Most importantly, he realized that wealth came with responsibility. Jack decided to give back, offering free mentorship to others who were struggling, just as he had been. It's not just about becoming rich, Jack thought. It's about helping others find their way too. Jack's journey to wealth was more than just a financial success story. It was a transformation of the mind. In 90 days, he didn't just become rich. He became someone who understood the true value of hard work, sacrifice, and persistence. And if Jack could do it, anyone could. The path to wealth wasn't easy, but the rewards went far beyond money. Jack now had control over his life, a deep sense of purpose, and the desire to help others achieve the same.